Hello Stampers, my name is Linda Bedinger and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Denver, Colorado. And my buddy Puccini is sitting right here on the work surface, so I'll just show him to you there. I have another in the series that I'm doing on the Daisy cards, and so I have a card to share with you, and then we'll make it but in different colors, because this was a swap for like 4th of July, so it was done in red, white, and blue, and I'm not sure that would be everybody's favorite. So I'll do it in different colors today to just get started. Well, here is my buddy Puccini, who decided to come sit on my work today. So I'll have to evict him, but this is my card. And I don't know if I can show it to you with him here or not, but it was done in sort of a red, white, and blue motif for a card swap for 4th of July on my team. And it opens like this, so a bit of a fun fold. And it's got more daisies here in the center, and then it's got a stamped daisy over here. And on this one, I'm going to change up my colors. Okay, so here is the card, and here are the pieces that you will need to make it. So I put this panel on so that I could show you what it looks like when it's done, and I'll show you exactly how I did it. I have a piece of lemon lolly, and this piece of lemon lolly is 10.5 by 4 1/4. So a half of a sheet lengthwise, widthwise 4 1/4, and then 10.5, and that allows you to score this at 3.5 and 7 to get 3 equal size panels of 3.5, 3.5, and 3.5. And so you're going to score once at 3.5 and once at 7. And when you do that, you're ending up with a piece that looks like this. And what I would encourage you to do is fold one side over so that you can get it as close to that score mark as you can on the one that's here, and then go ahead and confirm your score here with a bone folder. And then turn it over and push this one down so that it is flush with the end, and then push down the score mark, and that way it'll come out just exactly right. Then you need 3 pieces of white in this shape, and this is using the Countryside Corners dies, and I have used the second largest one for this piece, and then I have used the third largest one for my designer series paper, and I picked this out of the Daisy designer series paper because it had the lemon lolly kinds of little flowers in it, and I thought the contrast on those was pretty good. So we need 3 of these largest panels, which are the second largest die, and 3 of the designer series paper that are the third largest die, and then 1 which is the next size down, the 4th largest, and that's going to go here so we have a place to put our message. So once you have one of these cut, this is a bit of a fancy fold on top of everything else, and what happens is that once you get your card folded here like this, and it's Mountain Valley so that it closes like that, then you can put it on your grid paper or any measure that you've got and get it set. Let me see if I can get that up where you can see it, so that this piece from the bottom measures the 5.5, because this is the 4 1/4 or 3 1/4 here, and then this is 5.5 because this piece we cut 4 1/4, so that means this piece sticks out an extra inch or so, and so I've got that one down so that it comes up to 5.5. So I took this piece off so I could show you. So I'm going to put this in place here on my grid paper so that it's got a straight line at the bottom and a straight line at the top, and that is at the 0 mark. And then I'm going to put this so that it is between these two pieces at the 5.5 inch mark. And there's my 5.5 inch mark. And then I just want to get this centered between those two pieces and straighten it out a bit. And I think that does it. So I'm 5.5 now tall, and then this is 3.5 this way, but it fits neatly into the envelope. Okay, then when you get ready to put the next ones down, you really just need to turn this over and line this up here and put your glue so that it only comes up to the top edge of the card. And then this one I can just center right over the top of this one. There, I think like that. And that one is now in place. And then the last one I just need to put here like this and add my glue across here and down and wherever it is I want it, and then just close this back flap on it, and there we go. We've got our pieces all perfectly placed on the card. All right, the next pieces that go down is the designer series paper, and this is the Cheerful Daisy paper. I think that's what it's called. And we're going to put some glue, because this one is going to fit on the inside of the one that's there, so I can put my glue wherever I'd like on this one. And I'm going to just make sure I get the edges. And I am going to place this one centered on this piece right here. Do my best to get it straight. Then I have another one. And again, I'm just going to add my glue around the edges of that one. And center that one. I don't know that there's a right and a right side and an upside down look, but whatever fits your eye. And put that one in the center there and get that one ready to go. And then we've got one more. And so, and the fun part of this is when I wasn't limited to the red, white, and blue, then I could go in and use the designer series paper and do some other kind of fun things. So this one I'm going to center on this last panel, and then I have my one that I cut just a tiny bit smaller in white so that we have a place to write our message. And so I am putting some glue on that one, and that is going to go right centered on this last piece right here. There we go. And so we've got our card nearly completed. So I'm going to take this piece and come back to the front of the card and put this down so that it's right about here. And I thought it looked better if it was a bit off the shape here. And so I'm going to use my dot runner to put some glue on it. There's so much going on with this card that I really don't think it needs to be raised. So I'm going to set that one down right in here. There we go. And I will use my glue eraser to take out any little pieces of glue that I can see in between the petals here, and clean that up a little bit. And then I have these pieces that I cut, that are the detail for inside this. And I'm going to use my dot runner, and I thought I would reverse the daisy color. In the paper, the daisies are white, so I put them on Daffodil Delight on top of the Lemon Lolly, so we have lots of different shades in here. And now I'm going to see if I can put this down in place right here on my card. Then I have this one that I'm going to put some glue on here for the largest flower. And so this is one more in the series that I'm trying to do so that I can show you how to use this daisy suite to get lots and lots of different looks. And so there we've got the white on that one. And then I have one more piece here that I'm going to just add some glue on it and put that detail in on this one. And there we've got the Daffodil Delight in the background, and then the white on top, and it kind of picks up this, and you don't see it right away, but you've got the difference there. And then on the inside of this, I chose to put this flower, and I've got a little mark on it, but I think placing the daisy will take care of that, placing the detail. And so I'm going to put this one right here in the center of that piece, and then I reversed it. I've got a white piece in the back and yellow on top for the inside of the card. It's kind of fun to mix it all up. And so I'm going to put this one right in here and get that put in place. All right. And then for this one, on this card, what I did was I just stamped a little daisy, and on this one, I thought we would use yet a different flower here that I've stamped and die cut out with the one that looks more like a it's the sideways daisy. So I'm going to put that one right in here, and that's been stamped with pecan pie and then the lemon lolly on the inside of this one. Then I have my bow, which I made ahead of time, and I have some glue dots, and I'm going to put a couple of glue dots down right in here. In fact, I'm going to kind of layer them on top of each other so that there's plenty of sticky there, and put my bow right down in there. Now I have that all ready to go, and I've got some lemon lolly scraps here, and I thought I would use what I have on those scraps to put a happy birthday across here in the Daffodil Delight on the lemon lolly, and we'll see how that comes out. But I've got a larger piece here that I think I'll use. So I've got my Daffodil Delight here, and I want a happy birthday. And I have this one from the stamp set that says, wishing you the brightest birthday. And I'm going to see how this works if I do this in Daffodil Delight on the lemon lolly. And I'm going to put that right down here at the bottom of this piece of scrap. And there we go. That works. And then I'm going to cut that piece out with the smallest of the dies from this that says covers the wishing you the brightest birthday. Now I'm going to die cut that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I have my tag here, which says, "Wishing you the brightest birthday." And I'm going to put that down just a little bit and over to one side. Since I've got everything going this way, I'm going to push it up this way a little bit. And I think maybe I can raise that up a little bit on dimensionals. So I've got some dimensional bones here that I'm just going to go ahead and add to the back of that. Right across there. And then put that into place right in here. More to one side than the other. There we go. And there is my card. Isn't that pretty? Now we're going to need to add some bling to this. And so I'm going to put a couple of these largest of the rhinestones in the center, and put 3 of them in the biggest one, and then a couple of medium-sized ones on this smaller one, and then maybe one of the big ones again right here on this one. And then I'm going to put 3 little ones on the inside of this flower. There we go. Isn't that pretty? And there is our completed card. Now you could use your embossing folder and give some additional dimension by using an embossing folder on the different sections of the card, but I like it just fine that way. It's a very pretty card, kind of a fun fold, and fits in a regular sized envelope. So there we go. There is my project for the day. And look at the difference when you just change the colors, add a little DSP. I think it's just a great fun card, and who wouldn't love getting something like that? Just very, very pretty. So that is my project for the day. Thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel today. I do so appreciate it. And if you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, well, I'd love to be your demonstrator. Or you could join my team. It's always a good idea to join Stampin' Up! And it's $125 worth of product for $99, and you get to pick anything you'd like to be in that starter kit. And if you have questions about it or you're curious about it, give me a call. My number is always listed below the video. So that is it for me today. I will be back soon with more cards, more projects, and more tips. Bye!